Most of the day, it was like fucking epic. I was really proud of it. Share. That's what I want to do. Boom, 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 boom. Do a little selfie crap for a second here. Hey, is anybody here? I'm on time, so you should be here. I'm here. Let's wait and see if I did that right. I think I did. Must have. We got one person in the house. Two people. Chris, I thought you said you were going to be at work, couldn't be here on a plane or some shit like that. Glad you're here anyway. All right. From Las Vegas Airport, it must have some good Wi-Fi, huh? All right. Well, we'll give a few minutes for people to show up. Of course, I got my buddy Redneck Jeff here. He is going to be doing the filming while I do this today. This will probably be one of our shorter sale videos. This is my wife's birthday. She is still younger than me. And boarding in 15. We'll try to get some of them done before then. And so I have to take her to dinner. I got to get my Jeep cleared out from all the tailgate shit. And then feed snakes tonight. Then get up at the butt crack at dawn. So Jeff and I can head to Kansas City to pick up, I think, 7 cases now of displays. Drive back through, get a really hungover Kurt. Hey, Sexton, you should be looking for Kurt in that airport. I don't know what time this flight is, but I swear to God, he's flying from Vegas to Kansas City at some point. So you might have a camera guy Kurt sighting. If you see him, go crazy. Because he is like, I love camera guy Kurt. He's like my best friend, but he's a little awkward when that shit happened. So like, oh my God, this guy! And like completely freak the fuck out like a schoolgirl, and he'll probably piss himself. It would be awesome. Oh, the plane just left. Ah, damn, you just missed him. You just missed him. He was going to KC. So then we got to drive back from KC in the morning, swing back to Manhattan, pick his tired ass up, throw him in the car, and hopefully he's not completely wrecked, and then drive on to Denver, where we're actually going to be crashing at a Patreon member's house. How cool is that? Do a little partying, get us set up, sell some snakes on Saturday, sell some snakes on Sunday, drive home, sleep, I don't know when. Get up Monday, print some shipping labels for you guys. If y'all got my messages, send those off. And then go get my back cracked by the chiropractor. It's due, and God, it is due. And then back to business and work on Tuesday. So that's what the fuck is going on here at Olympus. Let me flip this camera around without further ado. Actually, before I do, I want to go to the rules again. Give it to Jeff, and we'll start the sale. Here are the rules for those of you who are new. Basically, this is a Patreon pre-sale. So we're going to release clutch number 12. Anything that's not a holdback or special to you guys right now. We'll price it. You can pick it. You comment on YouTube. Comment on YouTube. Not on the Patreon spot. Use the link. Go to YouTube. Comment there. That way I can timestamp it on which snake you want, if you do want one. And then that'll be yours. You pay for it. Shipping was ready. We send it to you. That's how that works. Now, in order to participate, you have to have been a Patreon member with 1 completed payment. That means if you just signed up today or like earlier this month and you haven't been billed once, unfortunately you have to wait till the next one we do in November. The reason for that is it prevents people from coming in and dipping out without ever contributing to the community, and we have to take care of those who contribute to the community. Now, once you made your first contribution, be more than welcome to buy any of these. That's what we're here for. We want to sell them to you. So, I think I got through it all. Let's get this party started. Bloop. Wait a minute. You know what? Hold on. Because somebody's fucking calling me in the middle of this. We're going to take a phone call over live, see if this works. Camera guy Kurt. I don't think it fucking worked. That didn't work. I'm back. Sorry, it didn't work. If it would have worked, we could have fucked with Kurt, because that was who was calling me. But didn't work, so I'm back. Let me know when you see me back, so we can get this party rolling. He's not gone. He's here. He's here. Hi. There we go. All right, cool beans. All right, let me flip this around, give it to Jeff, and we are going to get this rolling. So, there you go. You got me? Is it working? Okay,
yep,
that's the focus, touch the screen. And we are doing clutch number 12, which will start with 181201. And what's the sex of this? I did as a female. Now I just got to find the damn snake. This is like half my life, playing Where's the Snake. I do that in the bedroom, too. Play Where's the Snake. God, I gotta get better jokes. If she was down here, punch me for that. There it is. You've used all your water, little one. You need more water. It's a good thing I'm here today. One thing I hate about these baby tubs, they never hold enough water. So, anyway, right here, we're going to focus on this snake. Now, this snake here is going to be 181201. It is listed as a female lesser. Now, let me show you something here. I like to sex them on camera, especially when I say they're females. So you can see, definitely appears to be a girl. You got to rotate that back, Jeff. You've lost connection.
Jesus.
Yeah, I know. It's a pain in the ass. You can't rotate that, would lose connection. So anyway, appears to be a little girl. Now, this is the one that I said in the original video. It looks very lesser pastel-like. But we are going to sell this one as just, the reason is I'm not 100% sure pastel's in there. It's a maybe, but I am damn sure lesser's in there. So we're going to do this female lesser for $100. And right there she is. One really beautiful female lesser. Really light in color. So we'll put her up. That's 181201. She's $100. And we'll go to, computer closed. Put it.
Looks like Pride of Texas just claimed that one.
Well, there you go. All right, Cody, way to rock. 181202 is going to be another lesser female. Oh, you did not eat your little wing I put in there for you. That's all right. I'll feed it to somebody else. Probably a little bit too big of a meal for you. Not too big for you. So what this one is, and I'm going to show you guys something really quick. This is why I said that one that Cody just claimed might have pastel in it. Because you look at it, and the colors are definitely different. Okay? Look at that. So that's why I'm thinking it does. But there's also one I've got around here somewhere and have to look for from a different clutch, a lesser pastel. That's way brighter than this. So it could be in there, but I'm not going to say it's, definitely in there. And if it's just a lesser, it's a really nice lesser. But it probably does have the pastel. Let's have to see. But this one is definitely just a lesser female. Let me go ahead and get a sex on this one. Maybe. She's like some mice. I tried doing a little rat pup in there overnight, and she didn't want it. Definitely a female. So let me turn this on. You can see they're all doing good. If she'll lay. Come on. Because we're already at 73 grams, so we'll need just a few more meals because, like I say, she's the one that is kind of giving me some fits out of this clutch. But she is definitely still growing. So, come with me, little one. We'll put her back up. And again, that is 181202, also a female lesser. 181203 is another female lesser. We did really good on the sex ratio on this clutch. So let me show you this one. Oh, Captain Hissy Pants. And again, looks like a girl. You see the bumps, but they don't retract. So pretty sure that's a female. Set that right there. And you can see this one is much bigger. This is a difference when they're eating really good versus the one that's always a little bit of a struggle and skipped a few meals because she wants to stay on mice. That's at 99 grams. And again, being it's a lesser female, and 1812, oh, wait a minute. I messed that up? No, I did not. 181203, lesser female, $100. $100 for that one. Really cool little snake. And you guys are probably tired.
Jesse Marquez claimed 1203.
Sweet! You guys are probably tired of seeing lesser
And
females.
Christopher Sexton was price on 1202.
1202 lesser female is also $100. She'll take a few more meals though before I can send her out. But here, we're going to stop doing straight lessers. This one, I think she's actually going into her second shed, is the little lesser female, super lesser female, 181204. Now this one I want you to pay close attention to because a lot of the super lessers end up having really big eyes. This is one I was like, has perfect eyes. Look at that. You don't get any better than that. This is like ideal for a super lesser. Okay? When it comes to super lessers, this is perfection, and I'll show you what I mean in a minute. Versus sibling, I'll show you it as a female. Little girl, and it eats like a beast. See, it's at 103 grams. All right, time for the bad news. This one doesn't get a price. Now, I want to be straight up with you guys. I don't usually let this information out of the bag this early, but I am going to. We are having a Patreon special upon my return. I've already posted that. That is not going to be the snake this time, but at some point in time, this one will show up as a Patreon special. I can't tell you when because only the $1,500 levels get to know what the pre-sale is ahead of time. But I did mention in this video, I think, that I did not intend on keeping the super lessers this year because I already had kept 2 females. But this is one that, as perfect as it is, I wanted to make sure and do on a special. So you'll see it again. I promise. But not on the sale. Not on the sale. That brings us to 1812.05. Now, this is an interesting little snake. Put this one up here. Set that one there. And this snake, if you look at its eyes, Jeff, really zoom in on its eyes, you'll see they're a lot bigger than the other one. This one shows the traditional kind of what you call a bug-eyed on the super lesser that they tend to do. It's not something I worry about genetically, and here's why. If this snake could pass on both of its genes, you might have that concern. It can't. It cannot physically pass on both copies of lesser. It can only pass on one, and it will always pass on one. So it'll always make a lessers. So it's not going to be something that's going to be a shared thing necessarily, and I have no issue. I've got one myself that I kept that has big eyes, and you can see its weight is a little bit light too. It's been a little bit one of the other slow starters, but doing good. Now, how do you purchase? Is that what somebody's asked? They say they're new to Patreon?
Yes.
Well, if you're new Patreon, here's the deal. I don't know if you're here at the very beginning. You have to have been charged one time before you can purchase. That's to keep the community fair. Otherwise, people could come in, make a purchase before they've ever been billed, and then leave, and it would not be fair to people who have been here. So once you've had your first Patreon billings, like if you signed up at any point last month, you should have been billed already for this month, and you'd be good to go. If you signed up this month, it won't bill you till the end of the month. And then we'll have these. I've still got, this is clutch number 12. We have through 17 to go. We'll be working on clutches for next year, so there'll be plenty more things to come. What you would do is you would simply, when you see the snake you want, and you hear the price you want, then you would just comment there, and then you can pay us through our PayPal. And that's kind of how that works. But there is a few things before I price the snake I do want to share with you. You guys know I'm all about disclosure. One, it does have the big eyes. Two, I didn't notice it when it hatched, but if you look really close there, you'll see a slight bump. See that? Boop. It is ever so slight, and I don't know if the camera's even going to pick it up.
It's picking it up a little bit.
And what it really feels like, it doesn't feel like the spines. It feels like there's snakes or pythons have actually a different piece of their spine there. They have hip bones left over from back in the day.
Lose the tripod.
Tripod bothering you?
Yep.
Not used to it? Okay, so what that really feels like to me is more of a enlarged hip than anything. This is a snake that, because of how it is, and it's male, and let me show you where that spot is. It would be right there, which is past the cloaca. So everything's perfect. It's not going to have any problems or anything like that. Again, it can't pass on both genes. I personally wouldn't have a qualm about this one at all. But with the bigger eyes and with that bump, as a matter of fact, too, I'll tell you guys, I'll be honest, when this snake grows, and if I wasn't somebody who is going to be as open as I tend to be, I would just keep this snake a little longer, get it fed up, and get it a little bit fatter, and you wouldn't even know it was there. That's the truth of the matter. But that's not me. So what we're going to do is we are going to sell this one. I do think it is still capable of breeding, no issues, unlike the spider calico we had, which should not be. This one, I don't have a problem with it at all, because again, it's such a minor imperfection that I think it's not even really a true kink necessarily. It's just because you can feel it on the sides too, so it makes me consider large. But we are going to discount that price. So what we normally do on a bell is I normally ask $400 for my bell. So what we're going to do on this bell, this one is a male. I'll show you the hemipenes. Come on, buddy. I was actually, when I noticed it was on a sex, and it just felt a little funny when I put my thumb. So we're going to do it for $350 instead of the traditional $400. There you can kind of see that enlarged spot I'm talking about right there. Come on, little dude. Come on. You are going to have to... It's just the way of the world. I know. But there they are. And you can see they retract fine. Come out fine. And I don't have that one. You can see both of them coming out there. I didn't have one very well. So everything works just perfect. He's not going to really have any issues that I can see. And like I say, he's going to be just $350 instead of $4 because of that minor imperfection, a little bit larger eyes. Then we have one more, and that is, by the way, I didn't say the number, that is 181205. 181205. He'll only make lessers. Now, there's more snakes in this clutch that I do want to show you guys. And that is 181206. It is also a little lesser male, and I have to find where I stuck it. Because it came over here way later than everything else. So it is in an oddball spot. And you guys, there it is, will remember the snake when you see it. This is the tiniest one of the bunch, okay? However, This one is not tiny because of any issue. This one, if you remember, was the snake that had the hard belly. Okay, so this was a snake that I squeezed the hard belly out of, and then I had to start it on assist feeding. It actually still hasn't even shed yet, but it is eating on its own like a boss. You can still see the line inside, all through there. It's starting to close up completely. And the wound from the umbilical cord has closed up, which is why we're on normal substrate. It feeds perfectly. So, like, it will take a little longer to get ready. I mean, obviously it's tiny still, but it has gained a tremendous amount of weight. If you remember, I think we were somewhere in the, oh God, maybe
That was a male, right?
low 30s on weight when this thing hatched. It is a male. And now we're up to 45, which doesn't sound like a lot, but I had to start it on mouse pinks. That's some damn good weight gain. So I'm really happy with this snake. It is eating perfect. No issues. It's going to survive. And what I'm really proud about is that we fixed the hard belly and it's going to be good. What we're going to do on this one, of course, assuming it keeps thriving, since it's a male lesser, we did our females at 100. We're going to do our male lesser at 75. He is 18-12-06. Now you will have to be a little bit patient with me on him because it is going to take me a little bit longer to get ready. He is still smaller than most of my fresh newborns, but he is doing great, and his colors are really good. So, not to mention I'm kind of proud of him because that was the first time I'd ever had a hard belly issue and had to squeeze that out of a snake like that, which
Jesse Marquez is asking about the email for payment.
Oh, it's just going to be my PayPal, which will be mattgambrell@hotmail.com. That's where you do the PayPal. I will post it in the Patreon comments. Why I cannot talk today, I do not know. So it'll be in the Patreon comments, and then just whenever, no big rush. So anyway, that is the last snake from this clutch. It is that male lesser, and he's only $75, and he is so cool just because, I remember when he hatched, and I found the hard belly, and I pushed it out, and I was checking on the snake constantly because I was so worried he wasn't going to make it. And I put so much time and effort into this guy just on a daily basis, just making sure he was fine, assist feeding him that first meal, and then making sure he took other meals on his own. And he's been a rock star. And the point of all that is, he's a $75 snake. And if you really want to look at the time invested and everything else, for a lot of people and a lot of breeders, if you are only focused on just the finances, then it wouldn't be worth it to put that much time, energy, and effort into a $75 snake. But for me, it is. And I don't think that's, I had a conversation the other day about the difference between a hobby and a business. And for me, this is a business. I'll be clear. I love it. But it is a business. But I also firmly believe that your animal care does not happen because you're business minded. As a matter of fact, I think it should be better. What I mean is, if my animal care sucked and that passion of the animals didn't come through, I'm going to hurt my business. So being business minded does not mean that I don't care about the animals. It's actually quite the opposite. Because my business model says, that passion, that drive, and that animal care is what's going to set me separate. It's going to set me different, that I'm going to give a shit about a little bitty $75 snake and put the time and energy into it, whether it's $75 or $750, it doesn't matter because it's a life, and I owe it to that life. Plus, I find great satisfaction in seeing an animal like this that was born behind the 8-ball thrive. That's enough of me on my soapbox, and that is the last snake in today's live sale. Come here, little buddy. That is 18-12-06, the hard belly. We have another one kind of similar to that in our next clutch, remember. That was the boo bag and the ghost clutch, clutch 13. That will also, is doing really well. I'm not going to tell you we're going to part with that one, but it was cool. And it was born very small, and it's thriving. But it actually had a better chance than this one. This one actually weighed, I think, a gram more. But the boo bag was just, everything was small. It absorbed its entire yolk. This one absorbed a very small portion of its yolk. What it did absorb turned into hard belly, and calcified went bad, and I basically forced it to regurgitate. Sorry, I didn't force it to regurgitate. I forced it to shit it out. That was where we went backwards. And so,
Luis Lazada
nutrition from it.
claimed 1206.
Oh, awesome. So, yeah, that's a special little snake, Luis. I hope you enjoy it. And I always appreciate the ones I work on. The first babies of the year, the ones that are born small, those are the ones that always mean a lot to me. So I'm glad to see it going to a great home. All right, is there any questions out there that I need to address before we dip out of here? And of course, we will film in Denver, so you will get to see some of that.
If any snakes don't sell on here, will it be available later to buy?
Absolutely. Before I take anything to a show, and we're going to a show in Denver, but I'm not taking my snakes. What we'll end up doing is making an availability list of what's still here and trying to post it for at least a week for you guys before we do go to a show. That way, if you guys want to claim some last minute stuff, you can. And when I get back, I got to go through my records on here for the last 2 snakes and the last couple sales and get that all knocked out. So, but let me hop up off of here. I appreciate you all.
One last one.
One last one, sure.
Any black pastel stuff?
Not left.
Not left.
Not left. No, we hatched 2, but never fear, because remember, some things that I say I'm keeping, I'm not really keeping. I can't tell you. We only hatched 3 animals that had black pastel this year. One of them was a black pastel banana that I have already shipped off. The other one was we had 2 black pastel females. One of them hit availability, one of them did not, and the one that hit availability sold. Which is doing really good because it was a slow starter, but I got it on its own now. So anyway, that is all I've got, guys. I love each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being here. And I appreciate you purchasing these. Oh, guess what, too? Here in a minute, Jeff and I are going to go over to the new house to unload my Jeep in the storage. I'll probably film a little bit over there. My Wi-Fi won't reach, so we're not going to go live. But that way I've got something to release to you guys here soon, showing you kind of the grand tour, even though the lighting sucks. All right, thank you, guys. Love one of you. And I'm going to get off here. I got up too quick, and Jeff probably showed you my crotch. All right, guys. We'll catch y'all later. You got to stop it?